That one just then?
This was the one that was really, really good. Not the one that was bad, okay? This was really, really good, okay? So I think beforehand you did all these sort of bump, there you go. So top of the back is sort of getting the feeling there now. As you swing back, you kind of slide the lower half towards, that's kind of what we're looking there. Now the club's going nicely sort of down the target line, okay? As you're going back, let's say you're moving the hips that way, which causes this shoulder to get high. You see the shoulders now sort of staying a little bit, what they feel closed. The right arm now sort of nicely tucked in and back in front of your body, okay? And the club now nice on the target line. What we saw sometimes from you is shoulders going this way, okay? Club out here, okay? Hips going that way, and the path is going to go way left. And it's steeper as well, okay? So the feeling of your downswing when you get to top is almost like the hips move towards target. They don't spin round to the left. There's more of a lateral movement first. They will spin, obviously.
And that shot might span over
exactly,
to the left.
Exactly, yeah. So if we look at your impact position now as you come into the goal pool with this one, okay, what we're generally looking for is a bit of daylight between kind of your arms as you come back in. We'll explain in a second now. So again, good backswing. Lower half starts feeling like it's moving towards target. It will obviously, it has to, you can't sort of completely slide, you'll break your hip, but the feeling of moving it more that way, if the hips move in that direction, okay, this shoulder can kind of come down and swing underneath. Your general swing now is more that way. If the hips just spin this way, the shoulders now start going left, and now you're coming steep across the ball, and then you've got to just hang on to the club face, and then it's just like a really difficult way to play golf. So coming in here now, you can see the club there now. If I go back a frame, so I did this in slow mo, so we can see sort of bit by bit, okay? Coming from a nice inside. You can see your shoulders now, aiming there. There's a nice bit of daylight between your arms, as we discussed, obviously. Club coming back in now. There's impact. There's your shoulders, okay? They feel as close as you like to you when you hit the golf ball, yeah? So the club now can start right to that white line, okay? And then release to target. Whether it draws or not, 1 or 2 degrees either way is fine. But that movement there was probably the better one. That was the previous shot. So that felt really good. The strike was good. If we get, just to sort of put some numbers to it, okay? If we get that big hook, it will probably start left of the white line. That's more of a club face. If you just release the club too much, you may have hit the ground behind the ball and just flicked it and so on. That's more your club face issue, okay? You haven't got your hands working this, or they sort of just flipped over a bit too early, maybe, okay? If the ball, then obviously, I haven't had many, but if the ball spins off to the right, the path's probably pretty good, just the face has been left wide open, okay? What we're trying to do is get the path to be this way, okay? The face to be that way, and the yellow line will give you that shape of shot. If we get the ball ending up over here somewhere, and it's a reasonable spin rate, let's say anywhere from sort of 750, 500 and down, if it's ending left of target and starting left, that's when your hips, your shoulders just spun too much. And I think you might feel more comfortable doing that, so you might find the strike's pretty good. It'll go quite a long way because you de-lofted it. You're coming steeper in the goal ball, so your 7-9 now is more like a 6.5 iron. Okay, you're coming across the ball there, you just fire it and it goes quite a long way there. That last one has started left, reasonable spin, but 180. That to me is a little bit too far for a 7-9.
Do you look at your total or do you look at your carry?
Carry. Well, carry it, but yeah, even 170 carry is probably too far.
Too much,
I think generally speaking, for you a 7-9 going 170 totals or 162, 160 carry kind of thing. This time of year now it's 160 carry and stopping there, isn't it? Not like 8 yards of bounce, obviously, but always look at your carry numbers. They're the truer numbers, okay? And if you go low left, it will go further. I mean, the launch angle there is quite low, 16 degrees. That's quite low for someone with your club head speed, okay? That with your club head speed, you're looking more sort of like 18-ish degree launch angle. So you basically de-lofted it half a club, which is why it's gone that little bit further, And again, it's a number that you've got to look at in terms of your distances, okay? For me, you look at your push-pull, anywhere between sort of like 1, 2, 3 degrees would be fine, okay? And the sides to the right, and the side spin being somewhere around sort of the 500 to 750-ish mark, okay? If the numbers get a bit too high, that was a bit higher, okay? So it started left, possibly because the club face was a bit more closed than you wanted to. A strong closed club face will start the ball. Your path could have been 10 degrees right. If the club face is 10, 15 degrees left of target, the club face will always win and it will go left. It'll be a horrible shot to see, but so just looking for those numbers so you get an idea. So again, roughly speaking, we want the push, see on there now, 1 to 3 degrees right. If it's 3.4, 3.5, doesn't matter. It's when it starts going 5, 6, that'd be too much, okay? And the spin, as in the side spin,
500 to 750.
5 to 700.
But then
750.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if you get 0, it's brilliant. I just say it's
under 500 is not an issue.
Exactly. It's just to give you kind of a ballpark to aim for as a max, really. So anything above that, you're looking in the thousands, is way too much. Your club face has got too close. Okay, so so the feeling for you, I think, from the top of the backswing, you get there. You've got to feel from here, this left hip here, dictates kind of the direction your shoulders are going to go. The direction your shoulders go, direct the direction that goes. Okay, don't try and swing your arms in a different direction. If your hips are going round here, you're trying to swing over there with a golf club, you're probably going to get an unmentionable. Okay, because now you're going fucking all over the place. Yeah. These dictate them, these dictate that. It's all just sequenced together. Yeah. And I think some ways you said last time when you're on the sim, these being quite narrow probably meant you couldn't move your lower half that well. So you're forced to spin around your lower half.
Yeah, or the pivot was more, you know, it was
exactly. Yeah.
Smaller.
People who sway quite a lot. Often some of the drills
more rather than move. Exactly. Transition. Like
one of the drills, I think, for years people have been told. I mean, Noel Bond probably told us, but when people got a lot of sway in their swing, put their feet together. But you want to get a little bit of lateral. It's not sway, but it's a lateral movement side. Okay, make sense?
Yeah.
Good man.